good vibes in here, though. And Jerry is rocking AFI. Almost got that as a tattoo.
Are you?
I almost got that circle.
We did that first tour off that record, Bleeding Through did.
No.
She was not in the band then, but she saw us play.
That album came out. I waited in line to get it, and then I went and saw them open for AFI in Seattle.
Really?
Yeah. That was my first time seeing you guys.
Wow.
Himsa opened, and then you came back and played Seattle again, and then I met you. Yeah.
But that was the tour where literally like...
Yeah, and then I went on tour with them. They were like my favorite band, and I was like...
And her first tour was touring again with AFI.
Oh, wow, that's a...
We did 2 tours.
So
the Sing the Sorrow
full circle
tour,
moment.
The Sing the Sorrow tour was actually
They were my
like...
favorite band.
The first,
Are they really?
They were
They were.
They were exploding.
Sure.
As we were on that tour, they were just... That's when it was
At the
happening
time.
for them.
There you go.
Like, the shows were so fucking gnarly, dude.
What year was that?
03?
2003.
03?
Yeah.
03.
So that's when you first saw... First of all, we have Bleeding Through in the house.
Oh, we're filming.
Oh, we're on.
Yeah, I think so. Are we, Jay? Are we chugging?
We are rolling.
All right,
Cool.
chugging.
Cool.
Chuggy.
Oh,
All right.
look at your beautiful case. I love that.
Records out.
Yeah, the record's out, dude.
9.
9.
Just so we put it out there. It's done. Okay, now we can talk about your life.
We have this record. It's called 9.
Sick.
See you later.
It was sick. Yeah, I remember, was that the same, correct me if I'm wrong, is that the same record cycle that they had the video of everyone moshing, or no?
For AFI?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, that was-
because
That was
they
the same.
actually, I was part of the asking people around the area where they filmed to be in the video.
Were you really?
Yeah, they just like hit a bunch of us, like a couple of our friends up, and we're like, hey, we're doing this video shoot. Like, can you guys like spread the word and just get as many people there as possible? We were on tour, so we were not there.
Those were the good old days.
Those are good old days when people were friends.
And moshed.
And moshed. Friendly mosh.
Are people not
It's
friends?
kind of a weird thing. It's kind of a weird thing with this AFI song because it's like, you know, there's people Xing up and like,
Yeah.
It's so funny because it's like, really the song is not heavy at all, but it works. It worked. But what's weird off that tour, there was people at the show and there's so many people in the crowd were X'd up. I'm like, dude, straight edge is huge. But then they thought that Xing up was the symbol for AFI.
No.
Because of the video of,
Really?
yeah.
I guess
They had to like make an announcement like this is not like our symbol, that this means this.
they had to announce it? Really?
Yeah. Because I remember we played a show and I think it was El Paso. And it was like, there's no way there's 1,000 straight edge kids here.
they're like
There's just
down
no
in
way.
here, like,
If
dude.
there was, Earth Crisis would be the biggest band on the planet.
Oh, wow.
That's the best Davey too. That's
Yeah,
my favorite
that's prime. I think that is prime AFI right there.
Yeah.
That record is one of my top 10 favorite records.
I love
period.
that. I
It's
love
so
that
good.
album. Yeah, I really almost did get that symbol tattooed on me. I mean, I probably still would. They were such an influential band for me because they were, Brandon. It's like we were talking about. They were this in-betweener band. They were like, not punk rock, not what I don't even know, but and not just goth rock. Like they were their own thing.
It was a cool thing to see actually because like for us like, you know, we took a lot of influence from those tours because of the way they compose themselves. They were very friendly to the bands. They like made it everybody else's tour as well. But they were also like, you know, the people at the shows, it's like you get hardcore kids, you get metalheads, you get goth kids, like whatever the fuck. And it was all these different types of people like them. And that was really like an eye-opening thing where, at least for myself, I was like, that's Bleeding Through's path. Like, let's not pigeonhole ourselves in one thing. Let's do different tours. I think there's a space for Bleeding Through and everybody. I mean, because like we listen to all types of shit.
Yes.
Why can't other people listen to all types of shit?
Yeah.
I mean, but you'd be surprised how many people, like, you know, people that probably just listen to fucking metal and that's like it.
Yeah.
That's exhausting.
No, it's boring.
Yeah.
It's boring. I don't think. Like, how long can your ears handle that?
I mean, I play metal in my gym
struggle.
for 12 hours a day, man.
I struggle, man.
At a certain
soft.
point, I don't even fucking hear it anymore.
Yeah.
Like when we would tour
static.
full time and you're playing for 5 weeks, right?
Yeah.
On a tour, you don't listen to metal like in your off time. You listen to anything but metal because
You don't.
I listen.
When we're backstage, it's like, okay, Marta's usually in charge of the music, and it's like, okay, what's gonna happen now? Like, what's
Hall and Oates comes on. And you're just like
a broad spectrum
Yeah.
of genres.
It's
That's
like
cool.
a dance club.
But you
It
know,
is a dance club.
It's kind of how I started listening to Cigaros. When I got into Cigaros a lot, they were like my salvation away from what we were doing.
Yeah.
For real.
Nice.
But
And then I
you
just
do
got
need
really
to
sad
change.
though when I listened to them. I'm like, fuck, I'm sad now.
See, that's why I think
that's good.
I loved it.
I like sad.
I like sad too.
I just sort
me
of
pumped.
dwell in that space kind of more easily. So
Yeah.
I need pop to get the fuck moving.
Yeah.
Because when I don't move, I get more sad. If I'm moving, so
If you've been to our shows, you know you've hung out with
You
us
don't like-
backstage. Marta does not stop moving the whole fucking time.
Yeah, you got to get ready.
Yep,
You
for real.
You got to get ready. And Brandon's just jamming black metal. Dude.
A little bit.
little
I
bit.
need a
What
little
else do you
bit.
listen to?
he listens to dance
All kinds
You
music.
of
do.
stuff,
You listen
yeah.
to some rad shit.
I like a lot of EDM and trance as well. You know, but
John listens to Metallica.
I mean, not just
And
Metallica,
let's see.
Metallica, Jesse Cook,
yes.
Tempest, right?
How'd you know that?
I don't know.
Dude does his homework.
This guy.
he knows.
Holy shit.
Mind Flare.
I gotta
Yes.
jam that record. I put it on. So you post 3 records. That was one of them. How do you pronounce that band again? I'm sorry.
Oh, Cerebellion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great band. I heard today for the first time. I was like, oh, Jesse Cook, Tempest. I put it on. So is he a acoustic guy?
Yeah, it's like flamenco, but he's like Canadian.
Oh,
But
okay.
he like studied with like the Gypsy Kings in like Spain and everything.
What,
Really?
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
only
this
listen
is,
to metal.
I don't
No.
even know what
No,
the
no.
hell you guys are talking
Yeah,
about.
exactly.
He's like he's Canada
Flamenco,
and
dude.
flamenco in Canada and
He's
plays with gypsies.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. There you go.
Yes.
Flamenco's awesome.
Dude, I have a skull.
Do I just not
shaker
know
that
about
lives-
this genre? Is this my new favorite
It's
genre?
like nuevo flamenco. It's like real
It's just
flamenco.
badass
Would
guitar.
people
It's
would
like
say that this is
classical.
not legit.
This is sick.
My dad has 2 of these guitars at home.
Really?
It's like all the nylon plastic strings, but they're like so much money.
Dude, I
Yeah,
need to
love
get
it.
Phil
a
Prey has
nylon.
30.
Yeah,
30 of
seven
them?
string fucking 7-string Spanish guitar, dude.
Oh,
Damn.
those Spanish players, dude, that just play those like 7, 8, but like actually like you know
Yeah.
sick ass riffs.
The
Those are
technique
next level.
is so crazy. Like the way
Dude,
that
Garza
they
is
pluck.
good. I can't believe we're watching Jesse Cook. Dude.
I mean, I've just been opened up
Appreciate
to a
it.
whole nother world of things right
Same.
now, to be honest.
I jammed it for like a little bit. I was oh crap, this is pretty sick. This is great. Well, I can't back. I will probably get more into it. I can't back the longer fingernails. I can't walk around my life.
Yeah.
No,
It helps
with,
them pluck.
with a woman, I'm sure it's different.
I can't do it. I can't. You
yeah,
can play
dude, she-
keyboard with
exactly.
nails.
Oh yeah, you can't. Oh,
Marta's
It's-
anti-nails for the
these are-
keys.
That's true.
You gotta
You
feel
can't.
your instrument.
That's
And
What
true.
if you
it's
did though?
percussion. They
You could do like
break.
an inch. You're like,
They'll just break. You can't feel
Yeah.
if you can't because like proper form is you're on top of the.
this is the.
You
Yo, I love how you're on this and you just pulled up, dude. We're looking at fingernails.
Oh my god.
But I can't.
Blech.
I can't do it.
But I see how sick they play. I'm like, I can't do it.
Yeah, but you don't need to do that. You could just like use your fingernails instead of a pick.
Just fucking speed picking. With
Yeah, dude.
that'd be a new.
Tremoloing.
That'd be a
All the
new,
new Suicide riffs are just like super fast. Ernie's like, fuck you guys.
Dude, I've been fucking up Ernie lately. With
I hope so.
The most simple riffs.
I love it.
Oh, the simple riffs, Dan.
Oh, it's been
Because he's
been
got
horning
double
me up.
stroke down.
Yeah, it's been horning me up. Dude.
That's awesome.
A simple stupid riff. He's like 4/4.
Wow.
What's that?
I can't wait.
I'll bring him up once a podcast. And
It'll be the heaviest
And that
one.
was the one. Should we do a quick cheers?
Sure.
Yes. Skull.
Cheers to bleeding through a 9.
Skull. Thank you.
Cheers. It's awesome. Congrats.
25 damn years. Let's do it.
That's so long.
I mean,
long?
you've been in the band for 22 now? That's crazy.
21. I joined in 2004.
No,
No,
3.
3. Sorry.
Yeah, dude.
Math.
They're not a count.
Math's tough sometimes.
I can do it on my computer.
Yeah, dude, that's a long time.
It's a while. Mm-hmm. You guys are like meant to be. You know, it's cool.
And it's like, I think we're just I don't know what bands sit here and say, hey, I think we're worse now than we've ever been. But I truly do believe that we're at a position right now, like as far as like cohesiveness of our band, that is just on a level that we've reached a certain level like that before. Like through Declaration, we were pretty you know, like we were just like carved in iron, easy. Like we just fucking were a machine. But I think we're at that level now with this lineup. And it's been a long time.
Yeah, me and Jay were talking because we both jammed a new record. We're like, oh yeah, this is probably like the best. He said it first, and I was already thinking, this is probably the sickest they've been since Declaration.
To me, yeah.
Cool.
And
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Declaration, it definitely reminds me a lot of that record. Just
Congrats.
because the rawness of it and how it's a lot of black metal influence, a lot of darker shit on there.
A lot of atmosphere.
Yeah.
Is that
Brandan brought the sickest of the blackest riffs.
Very black. I'm
tried.
happy to assist
You
in
did.
that.
You killed it.
In that dark
Brandon's
space.
like a big black metal fan too, you know, so we kind of vibe and bro down on that, you know. We're super fans of black metal, so
Just want to feel like I'm in a forest.
yeah.
He is in a forest.
well, you live.
I live in a forest.
Okay.
Dude, he took a picture of snow in the forest, and I'm just like, when are pictures gonna surface of Brandon like creeping me out like the old like the immortal fucking
Yes.
promos? We gotta pull that
Okay,
up.
so
yes.
this is Brandon's front yard. Okay,
That's
and those are his neighbors.
Yeah.
We're looking at his.
yeah. There we go.
Circa
There he is.
Satanicus.
There he
But seriously, how
is.
cool is black metal, man? Like costumes and shit.
Makes me happy, man. You
It
know?
does.
I'm finding a new respect.
It's a
for
way
black
of
metal.
life. It's a way of life.
Dude, like American black metal, like is fucking sick right now, dude. I think.
I
Like,
can
bands,
only
like
go
bands like
s-
Death Heaven and shit like
Oh, the
that.
Death
Oh,
Heaven,
yeah.
Black Braid's sick.
Black
Yeah.
Braid. Yeah, I saw Black Braid.
There's a lot of
There's
black
a lot
metal
of them,
coming
for
out.
sure.
It seems like Holder's another really good United States. black
Holders?
metal. Holder. Yeah.
Hold-
What about that Hurry Courier for the Sky? That band? Are they from the States?
I haven't heard of them.
They're pretty sick. They're like black gay shit.
Holder. Okay.
One
you
of
guys-
Nine is another one I'm really into right
Who?
now. One of Nine. It's kind of like a Lord of the Rings base, but they're like fucking so good. Like very
Nice.
good black metal.
Nice.
Was very surprised.
We've always been probably like, even like with past members that aren't into black metal, at least like the core writing of Bleeding Through,
Yeah,
like,
One of
it's
Nine.
been most
Shout out to
influenced by
them.
that shit.
But that has, in my opinion, that's why I liked Bleeding Through, because it was sort of this darker classical / black metal that lends well to keyboard.
From the beginning.
Black
too.
metal fans
Yeah.
don't like us though at all.
But that's
No?
because we're not
They should
pure,
now,
dude.
You know?
Maybe we
Dude,
will
They
now.
should.
It
now.
happens, dude. It happens.
It's also like the smallest genre of metal, isn't it?
I mean, God, man. Whatever.
Who cares?
Oh, fuck him.
But it's the sickest.
Give us a chance.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Listen to this fucking new record, man.
I,
That's what I've been telling everybody. Like, just seriously listen to this record. Like, it's like a blessing and a curse. You put out a record like This Is Love, This Is Murderous that means so much to so many people, and it's like that's fucking awesome. But I feel like a lot of people get stuck behind records. I'm sure that's happened with Suicide, where it's like, okay, man, we put out new shit, and you're still just like really like just hammering this. Like people come,
Sure.
oh, I love this record. And you're like, dude, we have so much good shit. Like people get stuck. I get stuck on records too, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that and I think that is something that's awesome to be a band that has put something out that is like that. But it's also one of these things where like I still think people are just stuck on that record. It's the one record where people come up and go, yeah, This Love This Murderous. I'm like, fuck, I love that record, but I'm so sick of hearing about it.
Do you think it has something to do with just how we even ingest music now? Like people used to buy albums. They had those
Yeah.
CDs.
Yeah.
Totally.
Whereas now, like, you just decide on a song based on, I don't know, recommendation.
Yeah, when you
And
gotta
so-
pay for it.
It's different.
yeah.
Whereas, like,
I love
this
this record.
album or this CD
paid
was
10
in my
bucks for it.
car,
Bucks.
and I listened to the whole damn thing because I didn't have a I didn't have a sick dick changer. I can't even say it.
Sick dick.
Wait, what?
Six disc
Six
changer.
dicks.
Say it.
changer.
6-disc changer.
There you go.
But I guess yeah. Like,
So you listen to that-
I like Sick Dick Changer
Sick
better.
Dick Changer. You just have to listen to that
gotta
one
listen.
album. You
That's in an
know,
episode.
I just
Yeah,
think
true.
we ingest music differently than
True.
older shit.
why do you look at me when you say older shit?
Because that album, because I joined that. It's fucking old.
Yeah, it's fucking old, dude.
But don't say that when you look at him, though.
It's cool. You can just
Older
stand up and say
shit.
older
It's fucking
shit.
old.
It's fucking old.
It's fucking old.
We have a young person
You're
in the
old.
band now. We're young.
Yeah, there you go.
We're aging backwards.
35.
Fuck, dude.
He
you're
brings
young
down
as
the
fuck now.
average age in the band.
How do you, Brandon?
35.
35. Okay.
Yeah.
It's almost not like you're not a child, but you're growing up.
I'm an old soul, man.
He is
I
an
felt
old soul.
old
You're,
since I
s-
was young.
you're
And he
still
ha-
in
and he
baby
has a
making
child.
years.
You were a
Yeah.
young kid in the scene,
Yeah.
like me.
You were
young.
so young.
I was, yeah. 12 years old, I think. I was playing
Yeah.
in the scene,
crazy.
playing drums in a hardcore band at 12.
Yeah? Okay.
Opening for Bleeding Through in Orange County, yeah.
Oh shit, dude.
So Bleeding Through was like always one of my favorite bands. So when I joined in 2019, it was like dream come true, you know.
How did you meet him?
And
We've known
just
each other
like-
through friends and people.
Yeah,
and
we just kind of
shows.
like stayed in touch, kind of, you know, other friends, family friends, band friends,
Working
and
out.
stuff, and gym. I was really into bodybuilding for a lot of years.
Then you played an Iron Sun show.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
that's true. Played that
Filled
one
in,
show.
for sure.
You know, just
That was sick.
being in the scene, playing in other bands, you know, playing drums in other bands in the music world, and you know, it just kind of worked out.
Can I ask a
I
question?
landed.
I'm okay. So I think one of the coolest things
This is
about
your show.
No, I just want to ask a question.
No, please.
Chris, can I ask a question?
I would love that.
So, one of the things I think is really cool about this record is that we have, you know, 2 permanent replacement guitar players, you know, that get into the writing, you know, more than previous records where it was like just like a lot of me and Mick and, you know, whatever. And I think it's really cool because it's like he was a big fan of the band, which to me, I was like, it was really cool to see how he interprets what in his mind would be a Bleeding Through song. That's kind of cool as like a fan. Like, what if like whatever song, whatever band you're a fan of, you're just like, and they're like, write us a song, and then they want to see how you.
That's
think
what
it
it
would
was.
sound
That's
like.
what it was like after
Yeah.
I joined.
And like John is on like the opposite way. John like didn't even really listen to us before joining the band.
Yeah.
And so getting his interpretation,
Oh, interesting.
it's like, and
that's
it,
cool.
it brings this
He's
other
cool.
energy, and I think it's one of those things that
That's
brought a lot of the
interesting.
energy. Was having like
Totally.
2 people that weren't
I haven't even
battle
seen
I
that.
haven't
battle torn, doing these. You know, okay, let's write a Bleeding Through song because we know how to write a Bleeding Through song. You know, progression is trying new things and doing all that kind of shit.
I hadn't
That shit's
seen
dope,
this.
yeah, I hadn't even
That's
seen any
so
of that.
fucking cool.
You guys, wait. Yeah.
What is that?
We haven't been
seen
sent
this?
our copies yet.
Oh.
Oh, he's serious? Oh, okay. So yeah. Well, here's your record.
Yeah,
is
that looks
so
good.
cool.
I think the whole process of the record was like really special too. It's very authentic, a very authentic expression of all of us. You know, from like thinking about the record and then kind of starting it and then touring a bunch and going to other countries and writing stuff. You know, and then like kind of being sad on certain days or whatever, and like
Very
really
sad.
like capturing
Australia.
that
Don't
shit.
look
We were
at
talking
Marta.
about that this morning.
Like there's you know,
No, for sure.
she
That
finished a
was
lot
amazing.
of the record or like a few songs on the record while we were in Australia, and it was like this rainy, dark day. We're in a hotel room, and I'm just like, this
Yeah.
whatever we write today is gonna be fucking.
It was so great.
really dark, and it was.
It was like, if I can add to that, like Marta was like
No.
having a rough day, and it was like hard for her just to even sing at all. But the emotion was so like legit, man. So it's like I can't like not. Anytime I listen to those songs, I'm like, I obviously think about what was going on at that time, and
That's cool.
just being there and in the what do we call it, Grandma's house?
Grandma's house
in
part
Melbourne,
2.
Australia. It was like a motel. or whatever.
Trippy motel room, but start to finish, it was just like a really cool process. You
Yeah,
know?
it reminded me a lot of Declaration.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's where Grandma's house.
Yeah, started
Part 1.
Originated.
because we
Yeah.
we stayed in
OG.
Grandma's house for a couple months.
And it was similar where it was just rainy and you
depressing.
You just sort of sit there in your.
You could
thoughts.
hear the depression on
Totally.
that record.
I love
Totally.
depression on a record.
Right? Makes the best records.
It's
just
real.
the real is real.
Yeah, my favorite track is Last Breath.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
That's cool. Yeah, it's cool.
Is it because I'm not on it?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
kidding. I'm kidding.
I
She
was
did that. That was Australia.
no.
No.
The
Last
Rain
breath
was.
at John's house.
Oh, really?
The rain
Yeah,
was
yeah,
from
yeah.
Australia.
We recorded the rain on that song in Australia, like real
Right,
rain.
right, right.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Dude, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag on that. Like, I don't think anybody's picked up on this, but the keys from that, or the piano, is from the chorus of. Did I
Absolutely.
just ruin it?
No, it
But anyway,
doesn't matter.
from Lost in Isolation. No
Yeah.
one's picked up on that, but people
That's
are
why they
loving
go
it.
together.
Yeah.
It's the same chords as the
And
chorus.
it was Marta's idea, and she's like, I want to like, you know,
See, like I didn't even know that.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that either.
This record's
Yeah.
even cooler now.
right?
Yeah.
It's got little. It has a couple like Easter eggs in there.
Yeah.
gonna lie.
And like Wami, he just like chucked a microphone in front of Wami and put on all this huge reverb effect.
Right.
And I was like, no, just sing this one. Just sing this note. Come on. And he's like, well, I'll just redo it later. I'm like, no, we're getting the golden goose is laying
Golden Goose. Come on.
He's like,
and
these
like-
beautiful vocals in. He has no idea how talented he is.
yeah, Ryan's voice is fucking.
So I was
stupid.
so happy to capture that.
Totally.
That's cool.
And the cool thing about it is like Wombi and I both wanted to like kind of arrange it and kind of like make it just polish it up a little, like, you know, a little more. And Marta wasn't having it. She's like, no, like that first take, whatever that like it was multiple take, like you know, overdubs, but like she's like, it just has to be what it was in the moment.
There were
And
so
I was
many-
like, I was
like
so
that.
uncomfortable with it. And
There were
but
so
now
many
I love it.
competing notes, and I wanted them in there so badly.
Totally.
Oh, that's cool.
Like dissonance.
And then you made it work.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
the keys are just like, it's just like a prelude. It's just like a slow march, and the vocals are what build the emotion.
I like that picture of Wombi.
Yeah.
I love
It's great. That's him.
How's Ryan doing?
He's doing good. I mean, it's probably better for him to not be playing with us anymore,
Yeah.
for his like self. You know what I mean? Nothing was ever like. It wasn't like a. There was no drum. No, it was literally.
yeah.
He was just like, dude, this just doesn't. Playing music in general does not make me happy.
He needed a clean
Yeah.
break.
Yeah.
Like when we kind
Step
of
out.
when we took that break, he didn't. He kept playing with Light the Torch and touring full time.
Yeah.
So it's like he just went straight through.
Like 20 years.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's straight through.
Straight through, dude.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes you get burnt out. You know.
I mean, I recommend everybody take a break.
I had babies.
Hey guys, take a breather. Couple of
That's-
years, come back.
Yeah,
It's
you-
a break from music, but not
You're-
from life.
Not from life.
Did you have your first kid when you 2016? Correct.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
What,
Well,
when was the I guess you call it hiatus?
Yeah, it was during that time.
Oh wow! So it's like
Yeah.
okay, this is like let's have.
but we
life.
played a
Let's
show.
experience life.
We
did play a
played a
show.
show in February of 2016. So
Yeah, we
I played While Pregnant with
we
Wolf.
weren't planning to, we weren't planning
Yeah.
to do that little like one-off show, but it was the Ghost Inside
Oh yeah.
like benefit
Oh,
when they
yeah,
got
yeah.
in the van or the bus accident.
Complete
And we're just
nightmare.
like, well, we're broken up. We're not broken up. We're not doing anything, but for this, yeah, let's fucking do it. And it was like the most insane show, and I'm like, how did we
was
not
wild.
do this?
Yeah.
It was really hard. That almost was like for me being like, okay, let's just. But at the time, it's like, I think we were all kind of like
When we
needing different things.
when we did talk about being done, though, whenever it seemed like it was your idea or you brought it up first. I don't know whose idea it was. My heart broke.
I mean, my heart broke having to kind of realize that it was probably going to be the best for everything.
I know that now, but at the time I felt like I was losing a piece of my identity
Yeah.
and didn't really understand like why I was so emotional about it. Cause I guess,
Because you give a lot of fucks.
oh my God, it was like, I couldn't I think the idea of a tether being cut, it was just like, I couldn't call you my singer anymore. It was like these connections that held, you tethered to that was severed. And I was so sad. And then, I don't know, whatever. We did end up playing that show. And then it was sort of, like the realization that nothing is over. And I'm so glad because I love this album so much.
It was definitely, that time was just really weird. It's just like everything was just so hard. Like, members of the band, we get offers and it'd be like somebody can't do it and we'd have to get replacements. And it was just like, dude, like, if we need to kind of step back and establish ourselves away from this fucking band and kind of figure our life out outside of this band, then that's what we need to fucking do. Like, I had an opportunity to open my gym and I was like, I'm going to take this opportunity. Like, it broke my fucking heart. I hated it. Like, part of my life I wasn't being known as like Brandan from Bleeding Through. It was like Brandan from Rise Above Fitness, which is cool. But
it's
on my gravestone, you're not going to put, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Think about it.
And I don't even think it's about the ego. It's just about the identification and the association that, like, these are my people. This is my band. This is ours. Like, that ownership.
Like
it's not even, it's not just, the platform or the claim. It's like the identification with that for me.
It's it's who you are.
Yes.
It's like, this is like who I am.
Absolutely.
And I found myself
How do you live it?
feeling like lost at times.
Of course.
And I had to like pull away. I didn't listen to like heavy music for a couple years. No, I would just listen to the gym, and it would just be like old stuff I always like listen to, but I'd stop like discovering it because it gave me like anxiety.
Yeah.
And then finally, I'm like, what the fuck? Who cares? Let's fucking do this.
That's good.
And now we got these fucking dudes playing guitar, and we have this fucking rad band. You know what I mean? It's awesome. Stoked.
It takes a while to rebuild sometimes. You guys seems like you got one big circle.
Yeah, and when Level Kill All came out, I mean, we were kind of getting back into like a rhythm of things, but then COVID happened, and it was like, we had shows scheduled and shit. We were supposed to fly to Mexico City, and then I remember hitting up. I'm like, here's the deal. This shit's going on. If Megadeth cancels this fucking show, then we're canceling. And I hit up Ellefson. I'm like,
that one.
I'm like, are you guys going and doing this show? And he's like, nope. And I'm like, then we're not going.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
It was supposed to be in like May.
Yeah.
We're on it too.
I think you guys were on it.
Yeah.
Did you guys go play it?
No.
Pussies.
Yep. You weren't there either. Shut up. But yeah, it's just
Crazy times.
Yeah, dude.
that sucks, dude. But sick when now you got a sick ass record now.
Thank you.
That's cool.
I'm
Congrats, that's cool.
I'm probably saying the same thing everybody's thinking is like, I'm super proud of this record. I'm probably more proud of this record than anything that we've ever done. I just feel like, a lot of effort has to go into this now. And I think the modern way of being in a band, especially like the way that we operate, a lot of people, you got to make even more sacrifices and, travel and it's hard, but it's like, I just think that the last, few years of traveling and being with this group, and it's like, we've just seen things. It's been awesome. Like, this record is just like that. It's that energy. Like, I felt like this was just like, this is purely like from all of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas like other records, probably people in the band didn't really identify with it as much,
Yeah.
I mean, like The Great Fire, like I just pretty much wrote that whole thing and like nobody did, It was very detached, but it was like, I don't know. This was so like, I don't remember a time we were so like locked in.
Yeah, it's
I think about Declaration. That's what I think about.
Yeah, it feels like we have gone through these experiences. We've toured together now. We've traveled. We've sacrificed and given time.
Together,
and that bonds you. And
it does.
And we're all on the same page in that we want to be doing this. And there were times when maybe everybody didn't, and
Sure.
all wanting to be here, it makes a difference. I think it came through in the music, just like the dedication,
Well, you've gone
the
through that, too.
appreciation.
You know what I mean? You guys have had like a lot of people in the band, like for like you and Mark have been fucking jamming for fucking ever.
Yeah, it's hard to get everyone.
It's
on
hard
the
to
same,
like it's on, but it's also
same
like
wavelength.
through
Tough.
the years and stuff. It's hard to even have a band that has more than 2, at least long time original members or whatever. You know.
Yeah, it takes a while to get everyone just invested. When everyone's invested, yeah, it sounds like it should be like a normal thing, but it's not.
No.
All it takes is one person being out the door like a foot out, and just throws things off.
Yeah.
So someone's foot out here and just.
I got sick of calling people and asking them if they could fill in on guitar. I got so sick of that. I'm like, dude, this is dumb. Like, what, are we just gonna show up every other show and have different members? Like, that's not like a legit thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have someone. You gotta have someone in. You know, John's in.
I
Brandon's in.
I told Brandon,
It's in the forest. He's
I
in.
pledge allegiance to this band.
Yeah.
I am dedicated.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's cool. I'm on it. Well, now I'm in the band.
That's right.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Let's go.
7 members. What's the difference?
7.
You need to do the dedication pledge.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I dedicate myself to be in bleeding through.
Yeah. Cool. You're in.
I'm in.
You're
Thank
in.
you. Well, now I'm in the band. I'm also thanks to you, Brandon. I'm also I guess I'm included in the Orange County scene, and I appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
You're included,
yeah.
man.
Remember that?
Yeah.
It was you and other Brandon.
Which other brand? Oh, Salar?
Yeah. Dollar.
You're part of us now.
Oh.
I felt so
And,
honored, dude. I was like, I am in Orange County now. After all the years of hating it.
Let's go.
Yeah, we've talked about that. And there was that weird like
was-
IEOC thing. It was stupid.
It was.
I never understood it, but I was a transplant. I'm like, what? You guys all go to the same shows.
And we
What
all
the
thought,
fuck?
everyone thought that our band cared so much about it, and we didn't give a fucking shit about shit.
You were
Devo's
just proud
from
to
the
be
IE.
friends. Yeah, exactly.
Didn't you? Wasn't Scott from the IE?
Yes.
So's Derek,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
but I'm from Orange County. So fuck you.
No.
Well, you were very vocal about it.
Yeah.
Proud.
It's on your flesh.
It is. It is.
It's literally.
It is.
So let me just print this on my flesh.
Yeah. I got that tattoo in the IE, which is kind of weird.
You got your OC tattoo in the IE?
I did.
Does anyone know that?
Probably not.
That's hilarious.
Sorry. And the dude that did it, it was the one tattoo he did on me, and he was just like this total fucking like. I mean, he was just like, yeah, he was a total vato, man. Like just like.
Why'd you
use
go
this-
there?
Well, he was friends of one of my friends, and he's like, and I met him, and he's like, oh, I'll tattoo you. And I hit him up, like, want to do OC on my stomach? He's like, yeah, that's like my bread and butter, man. That'd be sick, like old English, fucking all that shit. Dude,
That's so
he did
random.
it with like a fucking,
That's wild.
like the smallest needles. It took so fucking long. It took like
And
10
hurt
hours,
like
dude.
shit.
And it
That's
hurt
why. That's
so
why you're proud
bad.
of it. It's like I've earned this.
I went through it.
tattoo.
I went through it for sure.
What does Derek have on his stomach?
Led Zeppelin.
No. Does it say Inland Empire?
Does it say Empire?
Maybe. I feel like Inland Empire or
Maybe.
Empire. Okay.
Oh,
But
really?
I think so.
How do I not know this?
Well, I
He
mean,
doesn't cruise shirtless.
Yeah.
We'll
I
check
mean,
later at practice.
We lived together
Lift
in
your
Melbourne,
shirt up.
Australia.
That's true. I think it's Inland Empire.
Really?
I think so.
That's sick. Like, well,
Oh, good luck.
that also
Oh, nope. There's OC.
Look at that handsome dude.
that also represents the style of your music. 2 different places in one
yeah.
band. It's cool. It's,
For sure.
Yeah, it's kind of a So Derek's your drummer's not here. I mean, he's a OG.
yeah.
And I really wanted to talk to him because remember, like the last time you were on the pod, you're saying that he didn't know how to do a blast beat.
He didn't.
when he was in the band. So it's kind of he learned drums from his father,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he was like a '70s rocker, and he was teaching Derek like Led Zeppelin,
Yeah.
Deep Purple stuff. You know.
Yeah, that's what he grew up playing and shit. Yeah,
That's cool.
I mean, I'll say it again if people didn't watch the first one, but it's like with Derek. I remember when our first drummer left, And Troy, our first drummer, is like a drum prodigy. Like, it's fucking stupid how good he is. He plays in that band Taken. Just an incredible drummer. Blast beats, like, it was the first dude I'm just like, it doesn't look like he's even like playing. He's just like, you're like, what the fuck? So we had this dude, and then all of a sudden God tells him to quit the band.
Really?
Yeah. God told him to quit the band. I know.
Really?
Yeah. It's messed up. Scott calls me and he's like, and the funny thing is I'm on a winter tour with 18 Visions, and we broke down in Wyoming. Had to get towed back to Salt Lake City. We were stuck in Salt Lake City.
Always.
And we've been stuck in Salt Lake City as well. But we were stuck in Salt Lake City, and I get a call from Scott Deneau, and he goes, hey man, Troy quit because God told him to. And I'm like, I just started laughing. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? And then I'm like, well, what's up with your boy Derek? He's like, well, Derek can try it. And I'm like, well, let's see if he can do it. So Scott jammed with him, and then we got back, we jammed. And I'm like, I remember saying to Scott, I'm like, this dude, there's no way this dude can do this. Like, there's no way. And Scott's like, let him just like work on it. He just worked on it. And then like after a couple practices, I'm like, oh, I actually prefer this now. But he could not play blast beats. And he just was like, but he figured it out quick.
So cool.
What was that, 2001?
1-ish?
Fuck.
Not two. Oh, two.
Might have been 2000.
2000.
That's so wild.
And then he influenced a shitload of drummers. Well-known drummers.
It's funny how that works.
Just from like that album.
Well,
He
in our
influenced
genre
me
stuff,
quite a bit.
who the fuck was playing blast beats coming out of our genre of music back then?
Yeah.
It's true. It's very true, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's he like? Who is he? Now it's like drummers are absolutely insane now. Which is, remember how hard it was to find a drummer?
Insane.
I know.
Now it's like probably the easiest thing to do is find a fucking drummer. It's crazy.
Yeah. Now, and the hard person to find was a singer. Yeah, drummers are everywhere now.
My teenager is a drummer.
Really?
Yeah, he's a good drummer. But
And
yeah.
your youngest one's a drummer, apparently.
Oh yeah, and our 3-year-old, he likes to play the drums too. He'll play along to Bleeding Through.
Really?
Yeah, just like
He's
a
doing
little
blast
bit.
beats.
Let's go.
Dude, he's cute.
Do you know
get
that
the
Brandon
videos.
is a insane fucking drummer?
Also a drummer.
Really?
Yeah, I played drum. Most of my career was
Yeah.
Playing drums, you know.
Which
metal
bands were you in?
So, you know.
Give
I
us
played in
three.
a few. I was in Motionless and White. I played with Falling in Reverse for a while. A Skylit Drive, I was in that band for a while. And I kind of did some industrial underground shit as well. But I've been playing drums shows since I was like 9, 10 years old. Started playing my first shows.
9, 10, you're already playing shows.
Mm-hmm.
That might be, you might have the record of
Yeah.
bands that have been playing shows.
Both my parents
It's 9,
are like
10, I think
incredible musicians, so they started me like really young. So
What were you jamming?
drums and guitar,
Cannibal
but-
Corpse.
Yeah,
He starts jamming. He just is like,
What
Yeah.
were you playing?
Yeah,
back
What were you
then?
playing?
What were-
At 10.
10 like poppy punk and Cradle of Filth and Poison the Well and
That's
stuff
cool.
like that. Yeah,
What about
Damn,
Poison?
dude.
not Poison,
Cause.
no hair metal, but yeah, that's kind of like what I started on. You know,
Damn, you are fucking black. and white,
dude, for real.
Right?
You fucking-
Poison was cool
It's
though.
wild.
Chris is a tremendous drummer, man.
well, I was 9 or 10 in fucking 2000 and 99, so
He was
They
the
were-
shit.
they were kind of just coming out then, you know.
Fucking
That's
10.
wild, dude.
Has Chris been in Poison Well the whole time?
Whole time.
Yeah.
When I was in 18 Visions, we played a show with them in Miami, kind of before they were like kind of getting to where they got. And Chris set up his drum set backwards, like his back was to the crowd. And
Oh yeah,
remember when
that?
drummers were kind of doing that?
Yeah,
thing?
he was like doing
Or
that thing. I
sideways.
forgot
Yeah,
about
Jesse
that.
from Zayo used to do
Sideways.
sideways.
I haven't thought about that since I was a kid. I remember watching like the Hellfest
Yeah.
TV. I was like, why is he playing like that?
Dude, I've never seen that. I've heard of
Aesthetic.
Sideways.
What?
was like a
What?
cool
what
thing.
other than
Yeah.
aesthetic? What's the? Yeah.
Maybe like a different view.
I mean, he
crowd.
ripped for
You
back
could
then,
say-
man.
You
I
gotta
mean,
look at your dumb singer.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah.
They're like, I'm tired of looking at your back. You look at my back.
Yeah, that was a thing, huh? For a while. I forgot what year
Yeah.
it was. And
Yeah, he's
why
playing
it is.
sideways.
Oh yeah, he's playing sideways. Yeah, boom.
not backwards.
Sideways came from like Striper, right? I think Striper, or was it Wasp, or one of
Striper
those
is
yellow
dope,
bands.
dude.
Striper is dope. That's what,
Like their
yeah.
guitar players are so good.
Oh, dude, this is great.
Striper is pretty sick.
I think that is like a really cool video right there in Korea.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this is a badass fucking video.
Are they a
Okay.
Christian band? Am I?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is he sideways? Bro.
Oh, he's sideways.
Yep.
Phil was just
Oh, it
talking
makes
about
sense.
Right.
Ahead of his time.
How did you pull that, dude?
I learned that from one Jimmy
Holy
Schultz
shit.
from many bands, one being Cerebellion.
Yeah. That's insane.
used to do that.
What's insane is you were just like, yeah, that's like a Striper.
Yeah, I knew it was them or Wasp.
Yeah, that
color.
video is
You had
badass.
the
Is
color.
it Wasp like a yellow band?
Yellow. Yeah, but they had don't they have the crotch blade?
Probably.
Don't right? Come on,
What? I'm not a Wasp fan.
Jerry.
So
I'm
I
not
need
sure.
you.
Who's bigger, Wasp or Striper?
It's like a cod piece
I
that's
am-
like a
this is a-
blade,
this
like
is
a
a-
saw,
I didn't
This
know
era
Striper was
of
like
music.
massive like
right?
This era of music just escaped me. I was like listening to like punk and like hardcore.
I was never.
I got
Swear
into
to
this
God.
later
Yep,
in
there you
life.
go. And he would wear
Oh,
that.
wow. Okay.
Sick.
Really?
I'm-
Wow.
I'd go
See,
old with
That's
you.
not realistic.
I learned a lot about my band.
Animal.
A lot, all the time. How the fuck did you know that?
Dude, look at his. See? He's got a flaming
What the-
cod piece.
What is he doing?
And then a saw other times.
Okay, never mind. Wasp is
Dude,
sick.
Brandon, look at that. Look at the gauntlet with the fucking blade on it.
Yes.
This is metal history right here,
the
folks.
That's the real.
Phil
thing,
watches a
dude.
lot of
That's crazy.
just anything on the history of
I would not trust that though.
various bands.
Would you trust that? Would you put
No, they've
a firework
No.
up your freaking
No, I think the
penile
dude
area?
got injured.
What happened? Well, dude, I was on stage and I just burnt my dick because I was shooting fucking sparklers out of this thing.
I used to have a wiener, but then I
Yeah.
had sparklers.
Now it just looks like ground hamburger. Sorry.
Brutal.
That's fucking gross.
It still works though.
Is that a Cannibal Corpse song?
It should. It should be. Ground beef.
Oh,
Ground
crush the
beef.
can.
Penis. I love it.
I skipped all the 80s hair metal. I
Yeah,
skipped all that.
that wasn't my jam.
I went straight to new metal.
Well, I married
New
somebody
metal,
older
bro.
than me, so he knows about he knows when this happened. You know.
He's probably in this video.
He might have been. He was probably talking shit about them.
I love it.
It's probably in the video. That's sick. Dude.
What year?
This is 80. I'm gonna guess 84. I'm gonna guess
73?
No, it's not. Is it 70?
Oh, that's the dude.
89.
89 now.
He was already
89.
playing
Damn,
in
that's
shit.
89? That looks like 82, bro.
Hey, John, how long have you been in a band?
What, Cerebellion?
How long? No, how long have?
Oh,
have
this
you been-
band.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're talking about bleeding through today, John.
This is the bleeding through.
3
podcast?
years.
3 years.
3 years, yeah,
Nice,
yeah.
man. It seems like it flew by, huh?
Yeah, dude, for sure. I know. It's funny. I was thinking about because like when we started writing for this record, I was like 2 years in the band, and it was like we're just this kind of going back, but like it took me a minute like writing to like understand like what, and I don't even know if I got in the ballpark, but like to understand what the BT sound is, even though I was playing the shit live for 2 years.
You know,
It's interesting.
Yeah.
John, I think, has a real ear for melody. Like, you bring a lot of darkness.
Dark.
Fucking hands down.
Hell yeah. That's sick.
But you bring like harmony and melody and
Lot of melodic.
such a beautiful
pretty.
way.
Aw,
It's so
that's cool.
tasty and emotional,
That's cool.
and I love it.
Thank you.
I love playing with both of you guys so
Thank
much
you. We love you.
because I feel like I
Well, you do
try
both.
to
You
I
do
try
both.
I try to do both.
But you do both naturally.
I try. I sure try.
Yeah.
Your band's been on a journey. It sounds like you finally got the sound.
Oh yes.
Finally, 25 years, we finally fucking did it.
We
Finally.
You know what it is? It's kind of weird because like people are like, well, why this record? Why is this record so much better? Or why do you think it's better? And I think every band's new record should be the best one. Personally, you
I
know what I mean?
agree.
I feel like bands should learn and progress and stay within themselves. Progression, I think, gets oftentimes like misused as like, oh well, this band wrote this record and there's like death metal riffs on it, but the next record literally sounds like fucking Papa Roach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not really progression. That's kind of just like
Abandonment.
that's kind of abandonment. Exactly. That's kind of like telling everybody that likes your band to fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh, you like my band because we're like symphonic black metal hardcore? Well, fuck off. We're gonna write a Third Eye Blind type record.
311.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like every band should be, new record, I feel like to the band should be considered the best one.
Yeah.
It should be a constant progression, but staying within yourself. I just feel like this record just meant so much, and we nailed that. We nailed that, like that feeling. I felt like we totally stayed within ourselves, but still branched out enough to where it was like fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when you add different elements of in songs and to your band, like it should be wanting to play them because it's like fun. Like add things that are fun. Like add elements of other types of music that you listen to. Like see where you can kind of just, you know, take influence. And you should always want to take influence.
Yeah.
There's a lot of older bands that don't take influence. And like I honestly like 25 the reason why I wanted to name the record 9 was because I'm just so proud of this group and the record that we're making, and I feel like it just needed a fucking stamp on it. You know what I mean? Like I listen to a lot of bands' new songs that have been around for like 20 plus years and stuff, and I'm oftentimes just like, cool. There's nothing like, it sounds like just like another record by that band. You know what I mean? And it's I guess I kind of want to hear growth. You know,
You
whether
gotta have
people
growth
think there's
and
growth
hunger.
in this or not, but to me and us, I feel like we all feel that way.
For sure.
Nothing pisses me off about lazy bands that just rest on the, oh, we were this band, and they just like fucking sit in that moment. You know what I mean? And that was really like one of those things about like doing like This Is Love, This and Murderous, you know, like shows like celebrating the record, the anniversary. That's rad, but like I don't want this band to just be known for those times.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I feel like some bands are comfortable just kind of like living in that sense. You know what I mean? I didn't. That's not the vision I have with this group of people, and none of us have that vision. We still want to be the best fucking band we can possibly be.
We set out to create this album for sure. You know, we set out to create something really, really special, and that like fucking makes a point, you know?
And that's one of the things I loved about joining the band is like, and I didn't know, like you never know, but like that the passion for the craft, you know, and the artistry of it, you know, and like Brandan would like, after a long week of working whatever, 70, 80 hours at the gym, he'd come over on a Friday night, like weekly, and like, let's work on, and we'd sit there and for 2 hours and just like figure out, like when we were doing the re-records, just like figure out like, okay, where should the BPM be for the re-records, because you know there was no click on the original.
Yeah, of course.
So like we're spending like 2 to 3 hours, like just like, okay, because we're gonna do it to a click now, we got to figure out where the
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
It was just
Where all the changes should be.
it was a
you know?
tempo catastrophe back
Yeah,
in
it
the
was
day.
it was wild because we mapped it out and it was like, you know, all over the place. And then it's like, okay, well we have to average it out. So it's like you spend 2-3 hours doing that for one song. That's our Friday night. You know, I was like, fuck yeah. You know
That's
what I
fun
mean?
shit.
I love this.
Hell yeah.
Dedicated
This
to
is
the craft.
I love this band.
We love you. I really do.
That's awesome. It's
awesome.
It's a little bit different from the hateful Brandan Shieppati.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to ask you, Marta, like you
I remember hateful Brandan Shieppati as well.
you know that era of him, and you know the straight edge version, and you know the version of him now. How has he changed since you started to smoke and drink?
Since I sold out.
He's a chiller.
I think
Very chill.
growth for Brandan has been a good thing, and letting go of old things, if it's, you know, whether it was people or a lack of habits, I don't know, a lifestyle, whatever. I am so happy and proud of this Brandan for continuing to find himself.
Thank you.
So I'll take drinking and smoking Brandan, because I do that too.
Okay, perfect. Another way to connect.
Yeah, right? Well, it should be. It should be something where, like, you know, if I wasn't comfortable with myself still, I feel like I'm just, like, cool with myself.
Good.
You know what I mean? I feel like everybody should be that
He
way.
was pretty uptight for a long time as well.
We've talked about this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Just calling him out.
this industry, I was very uptight. Dude, I was very uptight. Yeah,
I'll take deep breaths, Brandon.
Take a deep breath.
You didn't.
No.
You didn't used to.
I didn't breathe.
It was like a whole tour would go by, and you're just like
10 years.
he was just on high vibrations. Just fucking watch out. He's coiled
There was no
for
breathing
4
through.
weeks.
You got to breathe, man.
Yeah, and he does.
Breathing through.
Breathing through.
The industry bummed me out. Man.
Let's
We've talked about this. The industry ruined all the sacred things of this music for me. I got sick of having to be compared to every other fucking band and their numbers and what they do and this and that. I don't give a fuck. It also fucking ruined listening to any other band.
Yeah.
Any other constituent of us, or like even friends bands. Like our friends band would put out a record and I was like, oh, it's good, but fuck that band now. They wrote a good record. Fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. When did you, what age did you start doing that? It's like, just fucking breathing or just kind of letting go of stuff and being comfortable in your own skin. What age was that for you?
Like
30-something.
Yeah, like 30, 32, 33.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
Yeah,
Right?
that's the return of Saturn around 30.
Well, I just feel like, a lot of people talk about their 20s. I mean, there's so many young, you interview, I'm sure like you're like asking ages of bands that you interview and they're like, holy fuck, you're 23?
Sure.
Like, what the fuck? Like, that still happens? Yeah. It's weird. But it's like, dude, like 20s, like my 20s, like, people always talk about, your 20s are supposed to be the best. I'm like, fuck my 20s, dude.
No, honestly.
I got to 3-0 and I'm like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I'm the happiest I've been in my life. Took 38 and 39. Yes, we're on the same age, like 32, 33, stop being so uptight, and really.
It's perspective.
I was coiled, man.
Yeah.
You were.
I felt it. Like
Coil's
I
a good
was.
word.
I wasn't
I've
even.
never heard
I
that.
wasn't even like good with like myself. Like I hated the way that I was feeling, and I hated the way that I was projecting it onto my band.
You project it. You don't know, but you project what you're thinking and feeling to the people around you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think everybody
You're a
kind of
band.
does that sometimes too. But back then, yeah, it was fucking stupid, and I knew it. I was also keeping like mental issues to myself too, though. But so that was a little rough.
Yeah, you got to tell them, man.
Well, yeah. Now,
Yeah. only took me 20 years.
not when I'm putting out The Truth, which was the most definitive metal record of whatever the fuck. It's like, what the fuck are you writing about this shit? I just took it way too serious. That's just what it was.
We just were
Really?
like we
Yeah,
were just like a freight train though for years where there was not time to reflect on my happiness or what. You just
Yeah, you
kind of
guys didn't
kept
have time.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your opportunity, your moment, right?
Yeah.
Like, just go.
You just kept doing shit.
Yeah.
And you guys didn't really have a road paved, Like, bands, now it's commonplace now, bands with, symphonic stuff and keyboards and blast beats. It's very common now, like metalcore and black metal, but back then it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah, but do they still
it was your
perform it
band.
live?
It's true.
No.
It's true.
Where's your fucking player?
Yeah, you gotta have someone play it.
Play the shit, man.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Play
gotta-
the shit.
you
Even if
gotta
you
play
have
it.
other tracks, like play the shit. It's an
True.
instrument and
you
it
gotta
does
play
shit.
it. You gotta
And you can
it.
play it.
I listen to it's weird now listening to bands. Every band now has backing tracks of symphonic keyboards or whatever the fuck. Like almost every band now.
I saw two
Because it
bands.
sounds good.
It sounds good.
Yeah. I saw two bands this month in particular, and I'm constantly ingesting new music. I'm seeing bands I wouldn't normally go to their show, but I was curious. And there was one band I was like, interesting, okay. And there was some really cool. They were playing their hit, and I was like, okay, a song I like. Okay, I like this song. It's dope. And then there's some really cool verses, like really cool, like high, like clean stuff. And then the guitar player just stopping the verses. And it's just like, just like dancing. I was
Total tracked out.
I was trying not to hate what was happening. It was like, dude, it's been 20 seconds and you haven't played a goddamn thing.
Was it playing though?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So it's the track.
Yeah.
But I would much rather see play it, but it not sound as good, or at least play with the track or something. I was like, damn, stop, man.
I feel like a live performance has to sound a little bit different from the fucking record, or just listen to the record.
Yeah, I was like, shit. That was probably the first. That happened this month. That was probably the first time in a while. I was like, huh, you're not playing a whole verse. At least play something. Like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
really disappointing to me.
You got to play your parts. You know, it's not a crunch.
Well, you guys are the anti, though.
Dude, you guys are legit.
You guys are the,
I remember
we're not
bro,
an example.
we played with him
No.
in Indonesia in May, and you guys didn't even have campers, right?
No.
Just straight through.
That was the show that made
you get campers, yeah. But
that was the show that made us
you
switch.
guys are the truth.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No
Good
fucking
times.
click.
None.
But to Ernie's credit, I call him the human clock.
He's really good.
He
Yes.
is literally the most. I don't know another drummer that is so in time. He's kind of a freak.
Yeah,
He's also so nice. He is
Don't say that. No.
He is such a nice guy.
He is.
Yeah,
So
I love him very
friendly.
that was so
I
fun.
love him.
Best.
But that fucking show, man, we're playing Marshalls and
Yep.
yeah, you guys had the Kempers. I was like, and me and Mark went home like, we're gonna get quad cords.
It was Marshall Heads, huh?
Yeah, it was Marshall heads.
Yeah.
Look how fucking big that fucking
That was-
stage is.
that was
That
a
was
big one.
ridiculous.
Where was that?
Oh shit.
Indonesia.
Oh yeah.
We were right there on the side watching you guys.
I forgot how big that show was. I went to the
Stage was
I saw
so big.
I saw you guys I went in the front of the house and it's like sat back. It's like my lab's kind of cool.
This is cool.
I'm in a whole other part of the world watching a band I used to watch when I was a kid. It was fucking. It was like a crazy.
That was fun.
Also, being there with friends too, it's cool as fuck. It was just cool.
It was.
Yeah, good times.
That's like the best thing about, at least for me right now, is getting to still share these moments with like bands and friends. Mm-hmm. Like we played like a lot. Like last year, or a couple years ago, we played a lot of shows on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's really cool. Like it's cool to be able to share this fucking shit with these bands and people that you have history with. It's cool.
Have
I
you?
haven't seen this.
You haven't?
No.
That's
I
Whatever.
haven't either.
Actually, no, I haven't either. I've
dope.
seen. Maybe I have.
Just trekking through the
I
humidity.
Sweating.
I don't watch videos of Bleeding Through.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't.
I was there.
Yeah, I lived it.
I was there. I'm cool.
Yeah. I lived it. I was there. Do you in your coiled days or your uptight days? Did you like? Obviously, you run into these people later on, right? Did you ever like go up? Do you kind of like?
Make amends.
Yeah. Make.
I wasn't that much of an
No.
asshole.
No.
I just wasn't the guy that really like hung out much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I just was isolated, a
Mm-hmm.
lot. So it was just a thing. And but no, I've had discussions like playing with Unearth and playing with bands like God Forbid.
Exactly. So it's
Like so, it's like dudes in God Forbid are like like I like this version of Brandan.
it's like
We were always scared to talk to you before. I'm like, that bums me out that people were ever scared to talk to me. That's all I can talk.
That's why I just tried to present as incredibly friendly.
Yeah.
To counter.
yes.
This is making me look really bad.
No.
No, this is good.
It's making you look human, which might make you look bad.
It
I'm
wasn't.
very
It wasn't.
Humanizing.
It wasn't like you were like that all the time. But there were times when you were. You were not like that all the time.
No, not all the time.
No. Sometimes you were who you are.
Yeah. But it was shit like there would be great shows and I couldn't even see it.
Yeah, that.
I
did
couldn't
happen.
acknowledge how awesome like those times were because I was just so fucking stressed out about everything else.
But that still happens.
It still happens, but
now.
on such a smaller
yeah,
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also can recognize like if I'm feeling that way, and to make sure the band doesn't feel how I feel.
Yeah. You.
That's really important.
You are good at letting us know where your
Yeah.
head is, and we all have each other's backs.
Totally.
Any anxiety runs amongst
does.
us all.
That does not go away. Yeah.
No.
You gotta.
But having knowing you're in a safe environment to cry.
John's crying.
I usually call
Oh.
John when I'm crying
Okay.
about band
I was
shit.
like, John's cool. Okay.
John's the
Brandon.
go-to, or me.
That's cool.
Or we're recording, and
Yeah.
but again,
Oh, my baby.
Oh my God.
Your babies. Look at that child.
Handsome then, handsome now.
Thanks.
That's sick.
Oh
Oh,
my-
you did
Julia?
Uranium, huh?
So, yeah, the story of this.
How
is
was that?
We showed up. This was an.
I forgot
This
about
was an
this.
off day on
I-
Ozfest 04.
I never
Oscar
watched
goes
this
for?
either.
04. And we showed up to Jersey,
Crank this, Jay?
played Hellfest, and we show up, and what was her name?
Julia.
Yeah.
Mrs. Julia.
Their producer comes up, meets us at the airport, not her, and the producer goes, "Hey, you're hosting this Uranium special at Hellfest today," and I'm like,
We were on Ozfest.
"Yeah."
So we left
went
Ozfest for a day off.
to go to Hellfest.
Oh, wow.
And they're like, "You're gonna do Hellfest for Uranium," and I'm just like, "What?" Like no one told me. Literally,
No one?
got off an airplane. Someone literally said, "Hey, here's a mic. Like she's not gonna be here. You're gonna do the hosting, and then she's gonna be like home, and they're gonna go back and like what this thing is."
Oh, what?
So I was doing this, right? Interviewed a couple people. Then all of a sudden, somebody in the band comes up and goes, "Hey, Marta's keyboard's gone, and Ryan's bass is gone." And I'm like, "Well, guess this experiment's over." And I literally was like, "Guys, I got to take care of this. I can't do the show." So it cut short in the show, which whatever, they filled it with like whatever the fuck. But I was supposed to be like hosting and interviewing bands and shit. And like, but what happened is that they picked us up from the airport, and the dude that was driving the bus helped put stuff in the back of the.
It was like a little closet.
closet thing.
In the very back of the limo bus.
Yeah.
My keyboard, Ryan's bass, went in there. Show up to the gig. We're still doing the interview.
Yeah, we realized that
And-
the dude didn't shut the door all the way, and it just fell
It
off.
fell
the
out.
Oh, no.
Yes. Keyboard gone.
On the
Bass
freeway somewhere.
gone. Somewhere in New
wild.
Jersey.
Oh, that sucks. It's weird because they made it seem like she was there.
Yeah, they did with the cut-ins and stuff, but no, like I only interviewed like 2 people, and then I'm like,
Who was
okay,
it?
bleeding through crisis mode again. Let's go.
That's bad luck. Let's talk about bad luck. I'm sorry.
Nah, I mean, whatever. I could be honest. It'd be
Yeah.
really cool. It'd be really cool to be able to do the rest of it, but I was fine. I wasn't prepared. They stuck a mic in my face, and I was kind of like, I don't really want to fucking do this.
So did they tell you, hey, you're going to do something for Fuse and Uranium? Did they tell you that at least?
Just when we showed up at the airport and they picked us up.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Literally, they're like, "Hey, can you come over here real quick?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Well, she's not here today, and you're gonna host it." And I'm like, "What?"
You didn't get hit up by like your manager?
No
or
one,
something?
even our manager, did not let us know.
There was a weirder, worse part of this story, actually. I forgot about it until just now. So I think I filled out like it was a document like for the cops. It was like a like a missing
A police
item.
report.
It was a police report like, hey, if you find my keyboard or I don't even remember what the fuck it was about, but it was a police report. I put my info on there, my address.
Which is both of our addresses at the time.
Yeah. And they showed the police report without blurring all the information.
So the address was just like out there for like, yeah,
oh shit.
Right? What wasn't
yeah.
it shown
that
on
was
here?
this, yeah.
And I don't remember whatever social thing it was, but there was like clearly like a freeze frame.
Yeah.
And a screenshot, I guess it would be, of my address, and it was like posted on something, our address,
Yeah.
whatever that
It was
police
posted on
report.
this. But people like, yeah. What a weird thing.
Yeah, it was weird.
Oh, no.
Just the whole thing, them picking us up in this like limo van. And I'm like, what are you doing to us right now?
The coolest part, though,
weird.
was that
Wow.
Andrew WK was playing the next day,
Yeah.
and he used the same exact keyboard as me, and so their stuff was already there. It was like just pure luck that same kind of keyboard was there.
Yeah.
It was fucking luck.
What the heck?
And then flew back to Seattle or whatever for the next Ozfest. I can't, wherever we were. Bought a new Korg, and the keyboard player from D-Mood must have showed me how to program sounds. I'm like, this is perfect. Thank you so much.
He blessed the keys.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because it was like a totally
he's
different keyboard than, anyway.
That's Masters.
Man, that's
It
some
was.
shit luck.
Yeah, it was.
Because as a fan and outsider, you're just, oh, wow, they probably got hit up. It's pretty cool. And
I mean, not everything is as cool. I mean, it's all cool. I think like all the journey of, I mean, even looking back, that story's cool. In the moment, wasn't that rad, but I mean, looking back, like it's cool that we got to do that, and
it's dope.
whatever, we have a story to tell.
Yeah, there was no road for your band. There was no you guys. Your band had only that style. It's only you guys.
I mean, there was like comparable bands, like Darkest Hour, Unearth, were bringing it to As I Lay Dying, stuff like that, but none of them had that symphonic stuff. I think
Now they all do, but no one plays it live. Just kidding.
it's very. I mean, it is 100% true.
Actually,
yeah.
it's kind of weird. No one who does have a keyboard player.
Under Oath,
Under Oath.
Make Them Suffer.
Any Euro band. Sorry to chuck it all together.
Again, bleeding through, still doing it.
We're doing it.
First, and staying true.
We try. We try to.
That's cool.
That's the thing. The effort is there. That's the thing with this band. That's always going to be there. That's never going to be cheapened. It's never going to be lessened. It's never going to be like something where we take a night off. There's no like when we're up there like it's go time, man. We see it that way. Yeah.
That's great, man.
I got
That's
a piece so bad right now.
R2P2?
You only had a what?
One beer and I have
One
to
beer?
be. That's just getting old.
I mean, you could go and we could keep it going,
I'm chilling.
or you could hold it like a man.
You know what? Your wife wouldn't. Your wife wouldn't pull over
Lindsay
for
would
you to
not
pee.
stop the car for me right now.
No, we
No,
have.
dude, okay. We could have a
No, dude, I'm good.
let's both hold our pee.
Yeah, I'm doing it. We're good.
Let's hold our pee and have one more beer and down it.
I'll just fill this bottle.
Oh, dude, let's go.
It's Dumb and Dumber.
Should we-
it,
should
dude.
we
Dumb and
down a beer?
Dumber.
It's Dumb and Dumber.
Let's.
Kicking back on a grandpa's cough syrup.
I think.
Give me that
I
beer.
think to celebrate bleeding through, being pioneers, and still being pioneers, we should down a beer and hold our pee.
I can do it.
Just to prove that our era
Not yet.
is better.
I have to prove myself.
I'm always down for proving. So
Yeah.
let's
You
get
had
this
me
shit
I
at
don't
prove
drink,
yourself.
I don't drink, but I'll watch you guys.
Okay,
That's
thank
right.
you.
You down that
Chug
water.
the water.
Hey Jay,
I'm
can we
good.
get wait 1, 2, 3, 4
Four
beers? No wait, three beers. I'm on right here already. I was already ready.
To pee or to have a beer?
I was ready to hold it
Both.
both because I got to pee too, but
R2P2.
I have a
But you're
kind of
professional.
You're a professional.
You're a professional at this.
You've done a few of these.
a few times holding pees, holding farts.
They even have, they
Start
have
rocking
Dumb
back
and
and
Dumber
forth.
on the screen, ready to go.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
don't.
He's on it, dude.
Oh, Jay's
Harry!
Jay's awesome. Harry.
What about a 0?
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
No, is it? It's
There you
like
go.
0, 0.
Brandon. So
Yeah.
yeah, these
Yeah.
are actually
Fuck
0.
it.
It's not like a weird.
Yeah, they're not like
Fuck
1
'em.
point, whatever.
Debo loves those, right?
Yeah, he does.
There's a new one.
Thanks, Jay.
Lagunitas made a hazy IPA, and it's good.
Did you know that? Did you know that Marta owns a bar?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, where at?
Up in Dublin.
Nice.
Yes. Yep. It's pretty fun.
Me and Dan Cannon gotta go there and drink.
Please.
A lot.
And you got to come sign our drum set or our drum lights. We have you know what it's called? You'll appreciate this. I think only musicians get this because I tell anybody else and they're like, "Oh, cool," and they fuck up the name thereafter. It's called the Back Lounge.
Nice.
See, but you get it.
Cheers.
To bleeding through and having a keyboard player.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's sick.
Are we really chugging it?
Forgot.
Done. I'm just that good at chugging.
Oh, Garza, come on.
All right, we'll stop then.
Come on.
I'm struggling.
All right, I'm horned up. Let's do some push-ups.
How was I the only one? Do I have do I have a drinking problem, everyone?
No,
You
you're a
chug
singer.
that
You have
pretty-
big
I know, I was
lungs.
impressed with myself. I haven't done that in a while.
Bleeding Through sick.
Whew. That was yummy. Thank you.
Is there a? Yeah, I mean, thank you guys for your time and also
Thank you for having us.
opening it up. It's cool. And
Absolutely.
telling your story. Brandon, we we see each other pretty often out there, and
I see you out there, bro.
I
yeah,
love
I-
out there.
I see you out there. Is there something that
I don't even text you anymore. I just know you're gonna show up.
Hell yeah. I'm just around.
You're around.
I'm there. Is there anything about Bleeding Through that you think needs to be out there?
Fuck.
I think I'm an open book, so I think I've
What do you
said-
think?
I feel like I've said everything.
We're pretty transparent. I don't know.
Just
Yeah, I definitely felt like Marta never really got like the credit.
No.
You know?
Thanks.
No one really talks about Bleeding Through and you just holding down the keyboards. You know.
Thank you.
No one really talks about that.
Well, they need to start because this record is all her.
Good.
This record
I
is.
hear the singing too.
thank you.
That's awesome.
That's fun.
That's cool.
We definitely. I mean, I don't know if I can speak for everybody, but I'll get in the ballpark. We fucking love this shit. We love each other, and like we love our fans a lot. You know what I mean? It's something that like there's this certain like romantic feeling with Bleeding Through, at least with me in this world that we live in.
Yeah.
I just think it's such a great thing. You know, our music might come across scary and negative or whatever, but it's just a release of emotion. And sometimes that emotion just comes through dark, you know? But I feel like we really consider like our fans and stuff like part of what we have going on. Like we've been a band that is, I felt, been like a tweener band. You know what I mean? Like how we started this conversation was like, yeah, we tour with AFI, we tour with all these bands, and we get different people from different like walks of life to like our music. You know what I mean? And honestly, like all the people that really like grew with us and stuck by us and are hardcore fans, and we just love the whole process. Like it just is. We're just very appreciative.
You're nothing without your fans. You're just some person playing.
Yeah, I don't
without
like,
fans.
I don't really like when people say we write. They don't consider their fans when they write music. I don't really like that much, because to me, like I want our fans to be extremely proud of being a fan of Bleeding Through. You know what I mean? Like this music is written, yeah, for us, but really this is like a vessel for other people that need this in their life. You know what I mean? Like at least the message, or can find some sort of like safe place within the music. That's been like, I feel like the goal with this record especially. I think that's why we all kind of see it as like this emotional thing, because we put a lot of fucking emotion into it.
Yeah.
And we're also really funny. People don't think that.
Yeah.
Guys, you understand that? Really funny band.
I believe it.
You know it.
I believe it.
All right. But yeah, I don't know. Anybody else? What do
Well,
you want people to know about
I
Bleeding
was
Through?
gonna add to the BT fans as the new guy. Like it's been amazing. Like they've been so inviting, and they're so warm and genuine, and it's like it's been just amazing, just traveling and meeting all of them, getting to hang out.
Yeah, I still love the band, and you know we love the fans, and Bleeding Through's always stood for something, and that meant and means a lot to a lot of people, and I think we're just gonna continue that, you know.
Nick, keep it going.
It's a privilege.
This is
It's
a
not a
fucking privilege.
given. It's a
Right.
privilege to do it as long as we have. And I think the longer we get to do it, the more grateful I am that we get to. We get to play. We get to write. I love these people. I love playing shows.
I get to travel.
Don't burst the bubble, because I appreciate it. And I want to keep doing it.
Have you guys ever thought about Bleeding Through? There's only like bands that you kind of have to. Time kind of has to pass, and you kind of have to live like your life. You ever think about like Bleeding Through means something else now? Like it means so many more things than just like the band name. And like once you see like the logo and the name, it kind of represents being a leader. It represents growing, and it kind of encompasses other things other than the band name. I think about that when I see our band logo. It just represents. I don't even see Suda songs anymore. I see like the failure. You see like being a leader. You see sadness. You see happiness. You see perseverance, strength, weakness. You see it kind of. It's all like it's all like everything
for sure.
And your band, I think, is also in that category where your band's been through so much, and you were in front of a genre, also pioneers of it, and still paving your own way. It's kind of you are in that same category where it's like it's just not bleeding through. It's like if you look at it, it represents.
It's a fucking tribe, dude.
Like a culture, yeah.
It's a culture.
Yeah.
Like that's what I feel like we've built. This culture, like you know what I mean, like definitely transcends.
Yeah, it transcends the band name.
Yeah,
It's
it
cool.
does.
I think even just like when you add up years to your name and it still has worth or value or growth or whatever, there's something about like it's like a badge of honor. We've been around X amount of years. It's like, yeah, it's like accomplishments to me. It seems, and I would say, when I try to think about it, we have accomplished a lot. That is an accomplished band. We have experienced a lot. So I think of it like that.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
And I'm still accomplishing,
That's the goal.
Yeah, me and Cece love to watch your band.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, bro.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're like they just have a lot of passion.
Exactly.
Like
We try to give a good show,
Yeah, they're like they're
Deep shit.
passion.
We do.
Like they care. She doesn't.
That's
really,
rad.
She sees a lot of heavy bands because I'll drag her to shows. She's like I like seeing Bleeding Through. It's cool.
Thanks, Cece.
I love
yeah,
that.
Yeah, I call it the secret sauce. It's like you can't even put a word to it. It's like what is that song? What is that record? What's that live show? It's just like it's something there.
It's just us.
I don't know. Yeah,
It's just
I don't know.
us. Like that's the thing about like what we are is we're so ourselves, and through all the years of people trying to pull us in different directions or whatever the fuck, we stayed ourselves. And it's like to me, I can't really categorize what we are. We're just fucking bleeding through.
Yeah.
Our shows are different. They're not. It's just everything feels different. You know what I mean? It just feels like our own thing. That's why it's we were talking the other day. It's like we say no to a lot of shit. Like you know what I mean? Like we turn down some festivals here and there, and sometimes I'm like, I don't want to just be another fucking band on this incredible fucking lineup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if people in fucking Kentucky want to see us play, like let's book a show in Louisville and we'll fucking headline. You know what I mean? We'll do it proper. And it's like I think because of that mindset, we embrace what we've
time for a
built
breakdown.
as a band. And we embrace the fan base that we've built. And we want to do right by them all the time. I think when bands come back, first show back and hey Eddie, listen to what I'm about to say right now, man. So when bands come back and do their first like their comeback show as a festival,
Let's go.
what are you doing? I mean, they were dope. I love all Paris. Sorry, Eddie, you're gonna fucking hate me now.
No, that's it, dude.
No, but I'm saying it's slightly disappointing.
Sure.
Like Throwdown coming back and playing shows. I don't want to see Throwdown play a festival. I want to see fucking Throwdown play a fucking club show, and have it be fucking heavy and mean something to everybody there in the crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Feel that fucking vibe. Like I don't like. I just don't. I don't know.
We
feel-
came
we've worked
back
so-
and played the Observatory. We played
Yeah.
our own show. That was our first show.
It's just like I feel like build something. Like a lot of our older bands, like we all built our own thing. Like be in that and love that and lean on that. You know what I mean? And it's like I feel like if you do that, you're gonna be fucking stoked and happy all the way. You're not doing shit you don't want to do. Like if we don't want to do shit, like we will just not do it. Maybe isn't like always the smartest for trajectory, but what the fuck do we care about that? Cool, we sold this many whatever. No one sells anything, but this many streams, and we had this many people at fucking this show and that show, and we sold out this venue. That's all fine and well, and I'm very proud of that. But on Monday morning at 6 a.m., I'm going to my fucking gym and I'm opening the doors and I'm training people. Like, that's like life. That's life. You know what I mean? So it's like, be it present at where your band is. I feel like the one problem that people have now is this grass is greener mentality, where it's like, no, even what we post on social media, it's not that dope. It's dope, but I make sure it's the dopest clip of the show. You know what I mean? And it's like, just be good with what you are. I think that's just what Bleeding Through is. We're so solid, just like what we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you guys should do one festival show.
We're doing
will,
festivals. We're doing Sonic Temple.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Perfect. Done.
let's go.
On the day with corn, bro.
That's
Really?
what I'm saying.
That'd be sick.
Can I borrow your jacket?
Yeah.
Fuck
It's
yes.
it's over there, in the other room.
Yeah, wait, let me see. Can we look at that for a second? Okay.
There you go.
Yes.
We're playing the first day, Thursday.
First day, yeah. Let's see. Oh, shit, yeah. Kill Switch, Ginger. Nice. It's perfect.
That's a cool stage.
Fuck yeah.
It's a great lineup.
That's dope.
Totally.
That is.
But do you know, it's like bands would kill to be on this lineup, right? And I feel sometimes bad being like, well, you know, it's fucking cool. But like, this is dope. This fucking festival is going to be rad. I do like playing some, but when bands like ours are like doing a lot of only festivals, which I find that a lot of like bigger bands like, oh, we just do these festivals. I don't personally like going to festivals. I don't necessarily like watching bands at festivals. Like the first band I watched at a festival in like a while that crushed it to me was Gojira. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
they were mesmerizing.
You a lot of times just see like a watered down version of like what a band's true vibe is, and I just don't feel like our vibe translates at fucking 2:30 p.m. during the day when we're like this gothed out band wearing fucking makeup and shit, and you're like, we're getting blinded by the sun, and you know what I mean? It's like one of those things where we're like, this isn't what we do.
But selfishly, festivals are fun in that they're often a reunion of sorts.
Yeah, you get to see people. That's the best part about it.
Playing, yes, you get to possibly see some peoples.
For sure.
Yeah, but also a lot of those people I've never seen your band.
Yeah.
I know, and I understand that too, and that's a part of it that like we take away, like, yeah, there's new people seeing our band, but like I definitely do want more people to listen to this band. Why wouldn't you want that? Why wouldn't we want our fan base to grow? Why wouldn't we want, but like playing shows just for exposure as a band that's been around for 25 years? Nah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, you value your worth.
We've done
course,
such
of course.
crazy fucking tours. If we're not the biggest band right now, which we're not, it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I could list the tours and I'm just like, are we failures? Because are we? Like, you know what I mean? Like, 2 Ozfest, fucking Warped Tour, Slayer, Manson, him, Avenged Sevenfold. Like, what else do we need to fucking do?
Yeah.
Those days are just
Census fail.
yeah. Like we were so
AFI.
yeah, dude. It's like that's
AFI tour. We did it.
like we got from all that stuff this cool fucking following that we have, this loyal fucking fan base that they fucking come to shows, and our shows are fucking rad, and they listen to our band, and they're really fucking great. Yeah, but like doing shit for exposure, like I'm good. We're good. We're good, dude.
Your band is paid, especially at a festival. You're kind of paid to do a job. I realize. And,
Yeah.
I think we're actually in a similar.
Are you not
category.
entertained?
No, you bring energy.
Yeah.
Your job is to bring energy, no matter what. We're on the same boat.
Yeah.
Like, okay, playing at fucking 3 fucking p.m. or something.
Yeah,
or
We haven't been on
12.
the same boat yet, though. We could be on the same boat.
Nah.
I don't think we're gonna survive that.
No, I understand that.
We might need a new bass player after that one.
Dude.
That's hilarious.
I love dude.
Yeah, I love my band. They're fucking sick. They're all sick.
We love your band too.
We love your band.
You guys are fucking
You
sick.
guys are all fucking sick.
We're very glad that we've all become friends with you guys a little bit closer and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
we could have been doing this 20 years ago.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be
Or
fun.
10 years. Yeah, true.
You would have hated me.
No.
No,
No, you wouldn't have
you
hated
might
me.
not.
Yeah.
Somebody else might have.
Yeah,
but
of course,
you
yeah.
wouldn't have.
Yeah. I like chaos. Give me the weird artist guy.
Yeah.
Give me the weird artist person. That's what I like. People don't like Chris Barnes. I love him. I fucking love that guy now. I love that guy now.
I won't even go into depth about that, but he's come up so much lately in conversation, and I don't know why.
Really?
I think it was because he was on Garza podcast.
No, just the past. Honestly, the past year, I've been seeing him pop up just randomly.
Okay.
Chris
He's just
Barnes.
there.
He's in the algorithm.
He is.
I'm convinced that the algorithm is us.
What is happening right now?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So if you're posting, especially if you're in a band, you're posting. You are the algorithm.
Absolutely.
You're the algorithm.
Are we starting a revolution?
Yeah.
Can we call it the algorithm?
Oh, that's cool.
The algorithm.
That's a very beautiful, innocent way to say it, and I really appreciate that. That's sick.
My
That's sick.
God.
That's sick.
The dad jokes.
Okay.
Whatever.
I can't.
What's
not.
up?
We could close it off with
Another
Michael-
shotgun?
No, motherfucker.
I'll do one.
I'm gonna piss my pants right now, for real.
Michael Jackson, Bad.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Number 2, right?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, John posted this thing where
Oh.
he had like records that meant a lot to him when he was a kid.
Okay.
And one of them was
Oh shit! You're
Right?
I don't even know what this is, but
Okay,
it
and then-
sounds vaguely familiar.
yeah, and then you posted
Definitely bad.
Jesse Cook,
Hell yeah.
right? And then we're watching him, and then you posted Michael Jackson, Bad.
Hell yeah.
You said that
Was
one-
Whitney Houston on there?
No, he only did 3.
Ah.
And there was. What were you jamming like back then? So that was you were jamming that record.
When
And
is back
yeah,
then?
bad for sure.
How
I mean, like
old?
when. So I was like,
What's the age
I don't
group we're
know,
talking
This song's
9 years
fucking
old
heavy,
or
dude.
whatever.
Cool.
Like I discovered Metallica when I was like 10 or 11, and
Yeah.
then that changed everything. And Justice for All.
Okay.
Because I'm that old.
Black
So-
Album changed me. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
and
had
when the
tape.
Black Album came out, I was pissed because I came on
I
board.
was
I'm
little.
old enough to have come on board when I was like 10, 11 on Injustice. You know what I mean? And then the Black Album, because like I went, I was the only kid in school. Well, me and my twin brother and like one other dude, like we're the only ones that listen to Metallica. Then all of a sudden, everyone's like, "Oh, I like Metallica now." Because we were like the Satanists, and then they're like,
hey,
You still are.
People
the Black Album comes out.
People are still seeing that.
I'm still angry about that. No, I'm kidding.
Cool, it's cool.
No, I love the Black Album. I mean, who can't like?
Yeah.
After a while, you have to acknowledge that it's sick.
God, why the fuck do we talk about Metallica every single time?
I didn't say it.
We need to
That
stop.
was
We
my
need to stop.
fault. Because when I was like 9, I was listening to that on a Walkman,
Yeah,
just
the
like
Walkman.
burning it
That's sick.
out.
Was it the yellow one?
Yes, and you
Yeah,
clasped
Walkman
it, and it
was
like
sick.
locked
Dude,
in.
come on,
Shock
though. The year and a
resistance.
half in the life. Come on, that's.
I know.
And then the
One of the best.
Discman. Did you have the Discman after that?
You gotta
Fuck
have
yeah,
that.
you gotta
You gotta have that.
had to add that latch.
Yeah. What's the most non-metal cassette that you have playing on a Walkman? I have mine.
Probably like the Phantom of the Opera or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sick. I bought Will Smith Big Willie style.
Bro,
That shit was heavy, dude.
Bobby Brown, My Prerogative. dude.
Definitely
Oh,
had
dude,
that one.
Bobby Brown,
had
dude.
that
What's
up
tape.
with that?
Listened to
That
it a
shit's
lot.
heavy.
I danced to that
Yep.
as a little kid a
Big
lot.
Willie style.
Power pop, dude. Like
Dude, Bobby
power.
Brown.
Bobby Brown.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes, that
dude.
it was awesome.
Look at that fucking dude.
So he did a lot
Look
of
at that fucking cover.
That's a cover.
We need to do individual shots.
Please.
Yeah. Just
That'd
like
be
that.
sick, dude.
So Bobby Brown did so we were actually, I was just talking shit on the 80s earlier, but what I do like about the 80s
that shit was
soundtracks.
way better than
Yeah, this
metal shit.
Give it-
I need one.
They have
Yeah,
a
we've
keyboard
been
player.
telling
They have a keyboard player.
They have a keyboard player. She looks like she's playing.
Like
That's
this
sick.
just looks so fun.
Crank
When I
this
was like a
shit.
little kid, like this just looked fun to me.
Give it a good 10 seconds.
It's pretty awesome.
Talking all this stuff about me. Why don't they just let me live?
Oh, that's
Tell me why.
That's
What's up,
sick.
dude?
Make
That's-
my own decisions.
That song is heavy.
I don't like.
Oh, you want to know something about Bleeding Through?
Prerogative.
We could all sing. I had no idea.
John can sing.
John can sing. We
John-
all sing
John can
a
sing.
lot now.
Everybody sang on the album except for Derek.
And I bet you Derek can sing.
I fucking.
I bet you that motherfucker can sing. I just
This
don't know if
guy
I could
can
ever
definitely-
watch him sing.
I know. Look at that guitar.
That
No,
band's
but the
sick.
song, the Bobby Brown song from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I was about to say Ghostbusters. I found out about Bobby Brown through Ghostbusters soundtrack.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
song's
so
amazing.
sick, dude.
I don't like him as a person, but come on, that jam. I just have to.
I gotta
put
do
an
some.
asterisk.
I gotta do some more research then about that stuff.
Well, Whitney, he's that whole. He was married to Whitney Houston.
Oh yes.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Who's that?
they're just huge druggies. And,
Yep.
Sure.
and like didn't care about their daughter, and
Oh,
she died, dude, when
Yeah,
she was like
it
in
was
her
sad.
20s, dude.
Really?
Not
I
that
didn't know
long
that.
ago.
Yeah, like I think after mom died, right?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, hot mess.
Yeah, it is just a tragic
Sad.
story
no. That sucks.
of talent.
Yeah.
All right, I got one more question.
Good.
And then we could go piss. Yeah. How does your band feel seeing the bands come up? They're playing like a similar style that you guys been doing
That's cool.
for like over 2 decades.
I mean,
You know, like
what's interesting is a lot of those bands, and I don't know how, but like almost like some of them don't even know who the fuck we are. That's weird. That's weird to me, but also it's like, dude, we've been around for so long. Some of these bands have been around for like 4 years. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's a whole other fan base, dude.
When I see like bands like, so for example, like Make Them Suffer, you know, we took them on our Australian tour with us once. Really cool band, keyboards, very influenced by Bleeding Through. I like what they're doing. I think a lot of the bands that have like that, my only issue is they got to commit to the instrument. It's not just a background noise.
Yeah.
And a lot of these bands just use it as like this background noise. And it's like, we've always kind of pushed it up in the forefront a little bit more. And I wish that bands that had that element to their band would make it more part of their band. Because like to
Yeah,
me, like
yeah.
bands like Dimmu Borgir or Cradle of Filth and stuff like that, like you it's a present instrument just as equal as like guitar, bass, whatever the fuck. I feel like a lot of bands that have that element that use a lot of that bury it. I don't know.
Yeah.
You just got to earn your spot up front.
Exactly.
Gotta fucking
I'm-
play that shit.
but, like,
I don't know.
I'm definitely proud of. I'm definitely proud of it. I love the fact that like, you know, we've left a stamp on like this music, whatever this music is. It's just fucking.
big stamp.
It's cool. It's cool. Thank
It's a
you.
big
Thank
stamp.
you.
It's a big stamp. That's
Wow.
It's like the stamp. You know? Cool.
It's just yeah.
I
It's
think, keyboard or not, if a new band can bring it live, that's where I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Because listening to songs in your car, whatever, on your headphones is like, that's good for like half of it. But if I'm gonna fall more in love with a band, I want to see their show. I want to believe what you have written. I want to believe what you're playing. And nothing, kind of like what you were saying, like nothing disappoints me more than knowing and liking some of the music and then seeing like
I'm pretty let down.
sleeping on stage.
I'm pretty
I
let down
can't.
a lot.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I think that's why, you know, I love metal. Metal is supposed to be intense. You're supposed to fucking
Feel it.
be vibrating. And if people are ho-humming on stage, I can't do it. I might not even I will like you less if you aren't authentically bringing something. Otherwise, just don't play show. Just release music. So
Agreed. I agree. Fucking play it.
play it.
I'm saying.
Play the fucking shit.
It's just different.
Even
You know,
if there's some sour notes, show me.
Yeah, I love.
You
I love
wrote
these
it.
nasty.
Let me hear it.
we fuck up all the time. I don't know if Brandon ever fucks up. He's pretty.
Fuck up sometimes.
You're pretty locked in.
We're gonna fuck up in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a couple
We're
hours.
gonna do
bunch.
okay. But
We're
I'm
gonna
gonna
get all
love
the
it.
fuck ups out now.
I'll give all the fucks up.
So all right, you guys are jamming later, right?
Yeah.
You guys are cool. And you,
Rehearsal.
you have a show tomorrow.
We do.
Sick.
Fucking liquid metal, bro. Jose. Our dude Jose.
Sick.
We just got a shotgun like 2 or 3 more beers.
It might be insane.
Yeah.
It might be insane.
It's a small venue. It's $20. It's tacos and open bar. So fucking A. I was just like, dude, Bleeding Through album release show. I just want it to be like a house party.
It's a party.
I want to party with some of our hardcore fans and friends. Celebrate this fucking bullshit.
That's a party.
It is a
fucking
party.
It is.
It should always be a party.
Yeah.
It'll be a party if you're there.
You coming?
I can't. No. I might. We'll see. I'll be Boo! Idiot.
Filth, swine,
Rubbish.
rubbish.
What a poser. I've heard the word poser already.
Yeah,
A
right.
lot.
No, you never are.
Thank you. Well,
You bet.
Thank
you, man.
To close it off, I've been a fan of your band for a long time, so it's cool to Brandon. So I always tell Brandon when I see him.
He's a fucking asshole. He like tries to get me all emotional and shit.
I
I'm like, dude,
love
I've been
it.
like a
That's-
fan of your band, and it's cool. So yeah, your band has done a lot for what's if it wasn't for Bleeding Through, it would be so many more bands. There would be so many bands that wouldn't even exist.
Yeah.
You know,
Thank you.
and a lot of bands should give you guys more credit. But that's why your band's still here. You got to just remind people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll take your credit.
Yeah, dude, your credit's
Your
pretty-
credit's worth a lot.
It's up there, dude.
Totally.
Might be
Appreciate
there. Might be the up there.
His credit score is
Pioneers.
exceptional.
Yep.
Pioneer face. It's cool.
Thank you,
Bands-
dude.
Bands wouldn't exist
Not as
without
much as yours.
without Bleeding Through. And all right, so new record 9
New
out
record
now.
9.
Cool. Go out and jam it. It's fucking black metal, right?
It is.
It's very dark.
From the forest.
Thank you for the darkness, man.
Yeah.
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You're
Appreciate-
welcome.
Yep. Thank you for letting me be in your band for our
Yeah.
40.
Yes.
Yeah, you're good,
Thank you,
man.
brother.
You're filling in
You're
tomorrow.
in. You're
Thank
fucking
you.
in.
I'm in.
Thank you, bro.
I'm in the
Thanks so
band.
much,
Thanks,
dude.
All right,
guys.
everyone. That's it. Later.
Thank
Later.
you.